National Fire Prevention Week, and it's a good time to change the batteries in your smoke detectors. According to a report by the National Fire Prevention Association, in 20% of all U.S. homes with smoke alarms, the smoke alarms are not working. Melissa Taylor from the Denver Fire Department is here this morning to tell us more about not just replacing the batteries, but actually replacing the fire alarms themselves.
Correct. People, I believe, are kind of lured into a false sense of security. We've been the messaging for the last 25 years, change the batteries on a regular basis. And this year, we're really pleased to have the messaging be don't just change the batteries, change the entire smoke detector if you've had it for more than 10 years.
Well, I think a lot of people don't know how old their fire alarms are. How can you tell?
Yeah, you bring up a great point. It is difficult to tell sometimes. Sometimes it's really obvious. It's discolored, it's hanging from the ceiling, it's in not the best repair. Those are obvious situations. In other situations, we tell people, just replace. If in doubt, just replace. They're very affordable. Smoke detectors are affordable, and it's really worth the money that you spend to protect your family and your property.
Okay, now I know you're also trying to hit home that it's important to have a plan with your family in case you ever do have a fire. And how do you go about doing that?
Yeah, that's a great point that we try to drive home to is the smoke detector gets you out of the house, and then what do you do after that? Home escape plans are critically important. The most important factor being making sure that you have your whole family out of the fire environment. So we've downloaded to your website some information on creating a home escape plan, and the tips on how to do that successfully can be found on your website. We just encourage, involve your whole family, involve your children, make it a family experience.
And pull together everyone, make a plan that you say, and then choose an outside meeting place. Make sure you understand and your children understand about windows, things like that.
Correct. Yeah. One of the most important things we let people know is that outside meeting point, because that's the first thing we're going to do when we arrive on scene at a fire is make sure everyone's accounted for. And if you can do that for us ahead of time, say, hey, we're a family of 6 and we're all together under this tree across the street, that allows us to turn our attention solely to getting that fire put out.
Okay, and we also want to let people know that we are partnering with you and we are giving away 50 smoke alarms. Tell everyone about that.
Correct. We, as to celebrate the beginning of the National Fire Prevention Week, we are hosting a 5K in Wash Park on Sunday. And as a service to your viewers, the first 50 people who register for that 5K will be given free smoke detectors as well as a discounted registration. So we're really happy about that partnership. We're able to bring these smoke detectors to your viewers courtesy of First Alert. And they're one of the #1 providers of smoke detection systems. So.
All right, good news. 50 free smoke detectors for you. So go ahead and register for that 5K. Thanks so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Also, coming up after the break this morning, much more to come. We'll be right back after this.